The suspect in the Boulder, Colorado mass shooting, who's charged with 10 counts of first-degree murder, is expected to appear in court tomorrow. 10 lives were lost in the killing spree at King Soopers supermarket. The oldest was 65 years old and the youngest just 20. Community members set up memorials for the victims and even organized GoFundMe pages for their families. As the nation mourns, the tragedy has also revived the dialogue over gun reform. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill and in Colorado spent yesterday debating what needs to be done. So Elise Preston is following this story for us. Elise, what more are we learning about the investigation at this point?
Anne-Marie, police are still searching for a motive. They say it may take up to a year to complete their investigation.
Friends and family are remembering those killed in Monday's mass shooting at a Colorado supermarket.
Heart-wrenching to see loss come so quickly and just so rapidly.
The 10 victims range in age from 20 to 65. Denny Stong was the youngest.
He is one of the heroes from yesterday.
49-year-old Trelona Barkowiak recently got engaged.
She was the most loving person I've ever met in my life.
And 61-year-old Kevin Mahoney has a granddaughter on the way.
He was just a wonderful, wonderful man who didn't deserve this at all. We're devastated as a community.
The suspect, 21-year-old Ahmad Alyssa, is facing 10 counts of first-degree murder.
The investigation is really in its early stages, and we're going to work incredibly hard to see it through to completion.
Common sense steps.
President Biden called on Congress to reinstitute a ban on assault weapons and large-capacity magazines.
There was law for the longest time, and it brought down these mass killings. We should do it again.
Earlier this month, House Democrats passed 2 bills expanding background checks.
The bill is passed.
But during a Senate committee hearing about guns yesterday, Republicans showed no signs they were on the same page.
And every time there's a shooting, we play this ridiculous theater where this committee gets together and proposes a bunch of laws that would do nothing to stop these murders.
The White House lowered the flag for the victims just hours after raising it following last week's Atlanta shootings.
And we're also learning more about the suspected shooter from those who know him. His brother told the Daily Mail that he believes Alyssa is mentally ill. He described him as paranoid and antisocial. Anne-Marie?
Very interesting, Elise. So this conversation about gun laws, state lawmakers in Colorado also discussed possible gun reform measures. What do we know about what's happening there?
Well, we know that there are a few bills working their way through the Colorado legislature that have to do with gun storage and reporting a lost or stolen gun. Yesterday, a lawmaker was very vocal. He represents the Boulder area where the shooting happened. He said that he's drafting legislation that would allow cities to enact gun measures. Well, coincidentally, state courts just ruled recently that it would be unlawful for cities to do so. Meanwhile, a gun rights activist group in Colorado has vowed that they would fight any new gun measures. Anne-Marie?
Of course, Elise Preston, thank you very much.